Okay, so the NHL Draft has happened. So, and it was very interesting. From nobody wanting Shane Wright to the Devils and Islanders making laughable moves, to the Blackhawks and Coyotes trying to get every single pick in the first round like it's Pokemon cards, to random people kissing in the background. But what didn't happen in the first round is the New York Rangers. They did not have a first round pick as they traded it away to the Winnipeg Jets to get Andrew Koch. The Jets have selected Brad Lambert, and by looking at the stats, it looks like a bottom six forward. So unless he somehow dominates, the Rangers have automatically won the Koch trade. Because Koch has been great with us. The only thing to do now is to try to extend him. It would be hard since he would hit the free agency, and it would be hard to make a deal with so many teams interested in him. So just wait and see what happens. But the Rangers wouldn't be active until late in the second round. So in this now originally I wanted to post a video of me reacting to rounds 2 to 7, but I couldn't find the live video this time around, or I did, but it wasn't available in America. So this video I'll talk about all the draft picks that the Rangers have. So let's talk about it. With their first pick in the 2022 NHL Draft, with their 63rd overall pick, the Rangers have selected a forward named Adam Sikora. In case you ask, no, he has no relation to Peter Sikora, which honestly surprised me. In this past season, Sikora has scored 10 goals, 7 assists, and 17 points in 46 games. You may think it is decent, but then come the playoffs. In the playoffs, he scored 2 goals, 3 assists, and 5 points in 19 playoff games. It may not mean much if it wasn't for the fact that his team won the silver medal. He brought his team to the finals, and he is only 17 years old. You think that's interesting enough? Guess what? According to Sikora himself, he plays similar to a Bruins player, Brad Marchand. Sikora is comparable to Brad Marchand. Of course, he hasn't scored as much as Brad Marchand, but we may have Brad Marchand without Brad Marchand. And if Sikora becomes the Brad Marchand of the Rangers, then this will be a big steal. It is not a dominating start, but a very interesting one. Now, the Rangers originally had a 3rd round pick, but they traded it to Vegas to get Ryan Reeves. However, the Rangers were able to get a pick in the 3rd round from Colorado in the Alexander Georgiev trade, which I'll talk about in a different video. At the end of the 3rd round, with the 97th overall pick, the Rangers selected a centerman named Bryce McConnell Barker. This past season was his first season in the OHL. He was there last season as well, but he never played a game. And in his first season in the OHL, Barker has scored 23 goals, 26 assists, and 49 points in 68 games. Not only that, but in the playoffs, he scored a goal, 4 assists, and 5 points in 10 playoff games. He is basically a point-a-game player and a big goal scorer. So how is he not a finalist for the M's Family Award for OHL Rookie of the Year? I know he wouldn't win it because David Quixote scored more points than him, though the real winner was Cam Allen, a defenseman who was good, but not the best. But not even a finalist? This is another massive steal for the Rangers. You don't want to get near him, because if you do, you are in trouble. It would be like, "Sir, there is no doubt that the OHL and the draft has changed me. But perhaps the face of a hockey player, the face of a prisoner in the dark, is not particularly memorable." Bryce McConnell Barker! Bryce McConnell Barker! The Rangers had a pick in the 4th round thanks to the Winnipeg Jets in a trade that sent Brett Houghton to Vegas. With the 111th overall pick, the Rangers selected a centerman named Noah Laba. Last season, Laba scored a total of 15 goals, 24 assists, and 39 points in 50 games. Nearly a point-a-game player. He definitely looks great, and it is another steal for the Rangers. They are really getting players that can score a lot. And this is great. It would be great if all our picks are like this. Now we go to the 5th round, and this time around, the Rangers had multiple picks in this round. With the 159th overall pick, the Rangers selected a defenseman named Victor Mancini. 2 seasons ago, Mancini scored 4 goals, 9 assists, and 13 points in 33 games. Not bad, but how did he do last season? Well, last season in the NCAA, he scored 0 goals, 5 assists, and 5 points in 38 games. Ouch. But, no worries though. We still have another draft pick in the 5th round thanks to the Georgiev trade. Let's just shake it off and see who we pick next. With the final pick in the 5th round, the 161st overall pick, the Rangers selected a winner named Maxim Barbashev. First off, yes, he is the brother of Ivan Barbashev, who currently plays for the St. Louis Blues. That's interesting enough, but let's see how he is. 2 seasons ago, he scored 6 goals, 4 assists, and 10 points in all 10 games. That is really good. And last season, he scored 15 goals, 27 assists, and 42 points in 59 games. Pretty much a point-per-game player. We made a mistake with Mancini, but we made up for it by making another big steal. Will he be as good as his brother? We'll find out soon enough, but this is great. And the Rangers have one more pick left, and that is in the 6th round. No 7th-round picks, just the 6th round. And with the 191st overall pick and their final pick in the draft, the Rangers selected a centerman named Zachary Karpa. Last season, Karpa scored a total of 6 goals, 6 assists, and 12 points in 33 games. I mean, he's pretty decent. But his final 4 points happened in his final 10 games. I guess he had a slow start but a better finish. It is not that bad, plus it is near the 7th round, so it is expected. So that was all the draft picks the Rangers had in the 2022 NHL Draft. Only 6. 4 if it wasn't for the Georgiev trade, which is really small, but it had an interesting class. Most of them are big steals that are really good, and those that aren't are just okay. This may be the best draft I ever saw so far, in terms of all the picks selected, of course. Obviously, the best one is 2020. We did a good job here. Now, all we have left to deal with now is free agency on Wednesday, July 13th. A lot of big names, and it will be scary to see where it goes. Let's just play it by ear and see what happens.
Dostaneme sa do útočného pásma. Matný tam skácka pred fínskou bránkou. Gól! Takto sa to robí, chlapci, 3-0. Tak toto je hokejová fantázia. Adam Sikora prekonal fínskeho gólmana. Slovensko je na koni. Vyhrávame 3-0. Vynikajúca práca druhej formácie. Fíni si berú oddychový čas. Nátny takto vyviezol puk. Sikora sa k nemu dostal a z otočky prekonáva fínskeho gólmana, na čo musí reagovať okamžite fínsky tréner Mikka Martila.